Hello and welcome back to new Kerbal Space Program JNSQ career mode playthrough video. And today we're going to start straight off the mission control center. I had a quick look through our contracts that are available, and we are going to go for this holding the LV909 Harrier engine because, well, the parameters seem reasonable, quite slow actually for this altitude to be honest, but we should be able to do that. And we are using the LV909 Harrier anyways, so this is kind of more or less a free quote-unquote contract for us, and so we get some money, some signs, some reputation, everything's nice and well. So at the end of the last episode we tried to go for our first orbital attempt, since this is our second mission here, achieving orbit. However, we're short a bit. So, because we do have quite a substantial amount of funding, well, 350,000 funds, for the time being at least, and the launchpad upgrade that I just had a look here is only 50,000, and we can go up to 140 tons. And quite honestly, like the medium-sized launchpad we're going to upgrade here, as you can see now, the tier 2, there is a tier 3, we could obviously go for tier 3, but that makes no sense, since with a tier 2 launchpad you can launch pretty much everything you need. Further, the other most important kind of upgrades, I personally really like the mission control and the tracking station to get patched conics and maneuver nodes for the future. But both of them, well, the tracking station 150,000 and 75,000, especially this one, is not really that expensive. The other upgrade that is worth keeping in mind is the astronaut complex, because with that we can have EVAs in flight, and you are the one that allows us to request to get surface samples. I thought you would be the one for surface samples, but yeah, EVA reports could increase our science output by low Cuban orbit or just low space missions a tiny bit, so that might actually be interesting. But however, I'm gonna put this one aside for now, because we would be broke if we were to upgrade these 3 buildings at the moment. Anyhow, with now upgraded launch pads, aka increased mass that we can launch, where is it? Taurus 1, Orb 1, there we go. We're going to use our orbital attempt rocket 1 that we had last time, hauling obviously a LV909 Harrier as per the contract, but this time we're going to increase the fuel on those SRBs by 100, well, upgrading those SRBs actually to perform the way they were supposed to perform, and we're going to go for 4 of those SRBs straight off the bat. However, I'm going to try recovering them. I have no clue whether this will work out, quite honestly, or should we even bother? Well, this is too small. Should we just smack on some nose cones and be whatever? Oof, I'm quite unsure, honestly speaking. Let's actually, why not? Let's go for you, and then we're gonna take these 2, and then we're gonna take you, and wait, no, I haven't paid attention. These ones burn seconds, so I'm gonna take the other 2. Oh. No, okay, that was stupid. Give me back up. Okay, so now which one is it? Yes. No, you burning first, so you detach. Yes, it's good. You detach. No, that's bad. No, yes. There we go. Brilliant. Double checking. Do you have a thrust to weight ratio of 1? No, you don't. Oh, okay, so much so for my idea of having boosters. Okay, in that case, screw this. This is not even going to be enough. Thrust range. Anyhow, I was playing around for because we had throttle them. Anyways, I'm not gonna bother with that at this point in time. I do want to go for one cyan mystery goo content. There we go, putting on a mystery goo and a thermometer and 1 barometer, because we can bring them along, and I think they won't burn up here at the top of the crew capsule. We will see. This is orb 2, saving and launching. And with that, well, we are ready are already 5 minutes into the episode, and I thought this would be a quick start. But anyhow, so with this being our second orbital attempt for real, we're gonna launch straight off the bat, and my mouse wheel is not doing what I wanted to do. The only thing I do want to keep in mind, have a look at that, is the contract here, the parameters, since we do not want to exceed 400 meters per second at a quite high altitude, which is kind of, I wouldn't call it hard, but not really efficient. But yeah, that's the bad thing at those 4 boosters. That's why I wanted to actually stage them separately, not accelerating too much. But now I just didn't bother going for more efficient type of thing. So now we're going to coast up with our engines offline just a tiny bit, and then we're going to accelerate more or less constantly. I know this is not the best approach, that's sure. However, I do want to get this contract done at least, because, well, this is actually already too much acceleration. You need still another 20 kilometers of altitude before we are able to take this one off, since at least one contract should be completed in this launch. Otherwise it will be a bit of a hassle doing this again only to complete the contract, and on the way back down we would be faster at this point anyways, I think. And on top of that, we don't have the LV99 Harrier with us anymore, of course. Well, yes, and the problem is we're having ridiculous gravity losses. Okay, I guess this won't be an orbital mission, so but anyways, I'm gonna continue actually with the idea of kind of like the previous 2 episodes, with the editing type of thing, skipping ahead to more interesting parts of the mission. And like I said already, since, well, the video just came out, like the first episode, so there were no comments at this point in recording, so be sure to drop some comments down below. Yay! Yeah, okay, so this mission is definitely not going to be a contract thingy how I'm going to try to reach for orbit, so see you in a bit. And I totally forgot what the recording button was. I think this one. So here we are in a suborbital trajectory with 200 meters per second left and quite low parameters comparably. And I'm gonna try going for orbit right now. It seems that we're quite close, honestly speaking. And there we have it. There we have our periapsis. It's rising. It's rising. Nice, nice, nice. Wait, am I actually recording? Yes, I am. Okay, that would be no pretty unfortunate doing first orbit, and there we go. First orbit, low Kerbin orbit, 85 by 90 kilometers. So Orb 2 has managed to reach orbit with a not perfect ascent. Well, anyhow, that's still good. We do have a heat shield, right? Good, we do have one. Otherwise Jeb would be stuck. That would be good. So that's good. So temperature readings and barometer readings are obviously the same as in just regular sub orbital. Do we want to keep this one or not? Let's keep it for the time being. If we're going to go down and land in a new biome, might as well use that one. Crew report, there's nothing new. We cannot do an EVA. Exactly, yes. So with that being said, we have completed at least one contract. That's brilliant. Which have we got? We received 30,000 funds, another 40,000 funds, so 70 grand here, and 24,000 here. So I guess that's making us quite rich. 400,000 funds in total. Brilliant. So with Jebediah now being in low Kerbin orbit, and the time warp feature not being implemented in this KSP version just yet, because by the way, in the new, I think, I'm not quite sure when it started, I think 1.10 or 1.11, I'm not sure whether it was 1.11, I think it was 1.10, you were able to time warp once you're in a stable orbit at even maximum time warp, once you were like 250 meters above the atmosphere. Anyhow, long story short, we're going to do one entire orbit, just to kind of make Jebediah enjoy the view from low Cuban orbit a bit. Like I think Yuri Gagarin was actually doing 2 orbits. Though please don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. That's just pure guessing right now. So we are now approaching, just flying over the KSC again. Let's look down at the KSC. There it is. I think. Yes, it is. Okay, and with that being now more or less our point in time where we're going to deorbit. Full thrust back, and we are back suborbital, just barely. We only have, like I said, 200 meters per second left, and there is nothing else to do. Decouple the stage back to our only re-entry module, and I guess I'll see you on the ground after heating re-entry. Though it will be pretty much the same as last time. So here we are coming down. However, we are now in post commentary because, as you can see, this is not exactly the same capsule, and OBS, my recording software, just decided to not record the entire kind of 2 parts, actually 2 separate parts. The first part, kind of the landing of the first return from orbit. The second part was kind of the launch of this exact capsule. So after having returned from low Cuban orbit, we went into a small suborbital jump to complete the contract that we were not able to do. This, what is it, LV909 Terrier contract. So that's why we did a kind of specific mission for that contract, A, and B at the same time doing a small suborbital hop. And with that, I think we're gonna go and jump to something new. So I assume you've heard already what happened, so that why you guys weren't able to see all the things in a post commentary. So we still have some time left in the episode, so I built a small science hopper, and we are going to, well, fly around a bit and try to get some science here around the KSC. I sadly kind of now, since in this situation, I kind of think if I have gone 4 planes, it would be better. Oh, no. Okay, so much so for me trying to actually do this the proper way and landing, and we flipped over. Brilliant. That's absolutely great. However, this does not change the fact that we can still get at least some science. Maybe no, I think the temperature readings are all gone. Okay, so much so for my idea getting more science, more from multiple biomes. If I suck at landing this craft, I shouldn't have gone for the however that thing is called, retrograde marker and auto holding. Anyhow, this does not change the way we're gonna actually perform this mission though. Just going to jump back to the how's it called, runway, because we haven't done a material science bay analysis on the runway. That's something I actually checked. I checked before going out, before building this craft actually, where or in what biomes have already done the material science, and where is it still, there we go, 100% available, and one is the runway that is still available. And this time I'm not gonna screw around too much. I just hope that this time this will be a nice landing here. There we go, landing at the SPH is my plan right now. In worst case, we still have the parachutes though. This is a bit hovering. There we go. It kind of feels like a Starship prototype, quite honestly. Obviously this isn't anything as fancy as Starship, but just going for those like SN8 for it. Really? That was a solid touchdown, but you still decided to tip over. What a bloody thing. Anyways, we can still get science from the SPH, pressure data, thermal, temperature data, a mystery goo, a crew report, WS, a not IVA but an EVA Jebediah that can do a, well, it doesn't matter whether you take data, honestly speaking, and an EVA report. Brilliant. And recovering the vessel again. So this is, so second attempt to land was also not quite perfect. The Yeah, but we got another 30 signs from that. Now we're gonna do exactly the same. Now for there you go, science hopper go. For the R&D and the other one, because well, we do need some more signs. First of all, because like, I actually cut out, I think, or at least I will cut out, I'm not quite sure at this point actually, since I haven't done the other parts of the video, but after kind of the last part which you probably saw, where we landed this other capsule from the Terrier mission. After that, we went into the R&D and had a look what to research next, and I said what the goal was for. The goal is to aim for electronics in order to get the Octo probe core and do our first MUN mission. And we need 90 science for that, so this is why we do need some more science. And because of the episode is kind of weird, because thanks to OBS. There you go, slowly touching down, nice and soft. Nice and soft, jumping up, landing on my belly again. Like, this is getting ridiculous. Anyways, you're gonna get some materials spay data, some pressure data, some mystery goo data. It's all good. Some crew data, some EVA report data, EVA report, thank you. Can board and grab everything again. So because like I said, the episode is already almost finished. We have like my personal goal for this mini part is just under 10 minutes. And oh wow, now after 4 minutes here, 5 minutes actually, we already have our 90 science points. Brilliant, another 20. That's great. We still have not gotten the things from the no wait, I'm gonna go for science hopper here. No, what was that? That was not science hopper, was it? Misclick, I think. Whoopsie. So yeah, the idea is now I'm gonna still go and get. Oh, this is another science hopper. And this is a totally overpowered science hopper. Thanks for that. So we're gonna revert to VAB. So yeah, sorry. So since we already kind of started doing this, we're gonna continue doing that until the very end. Well, very end, as in. Oh, let's just leave it the way it is. Whatever. Very end, as in I'm gonna do the last. Like this one last hop and finish the episode a bit earlier, even though I think it is actually going to be approximately the same length as the second episode. I think was 18-ish minutes, so this one will probably be around the same length. Anyhow, wait, should cut the engines, only burn radially out. Maybe full radially out. And just I'm gonna fire the parachutes. It's gonna be now a nice and soft landing. This time we're not gonna tip over. Yay! We managed to not tip over, so there was a point in bringing all those parachutes. Let's move you away so we get another pressure reading, another thermometer reading, another crew report, another mystery goo and everything. EVA report, thank you. And go for a second mystery goo just to make sure and recover. And with that being said, we can have now finally a nice and proper finishing of the mission, finishing of the episode, kind of outro. Yay! Well, that's already a great start. In the third episode we had a technical issue, but anyways, that seemed to work out. All in all, in the end, we have now 120 science points. We got like pretty much almost everything back. Yeah, no point there. So we can go into the R&D and go for electrics, aka the Probodobodyne Octo. IG antenna, some solar panels, also super important. Thermal cooling system. At this point in time, not yet important. Some lamps and a bigger battery. So with that researched, we can finish up today's episode, and you guys can stay tuned for next time, since we're gonna go further than ever before. And on this note, thanks for watching. Until next time, Space Sheep signing out.